Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rick Holland, your host for the Healthy Tech Talk Show. Today, I have something very special to talk to you about that has taken away 90 to 95% of my pain. And I've had chronic pain for almost 2 years now, where it has almost debilitated my actions. Made me unemployable, made me very, very listless, and I could hardly walk one block without having serious pain. I was even on fentanyl, and I'm on a drug now that is absolutely fantastic. I'll tell you about it right after the break. See you then. Bye-bye. Welcome to the eFlexonics Podcast Network. Join us for the latest tips and tricks from experts in their fields, showing you how you can be happy, healthy, and more productive when using technology, either at home or at work. Remember, tech shouldn't have to hurt. Our motto is everything healthful and helpful for the computer user. Enjoy the show. Rick and Pat. Hello, everyone. Rick Holland, your host for Healthy Tech Talk, back again. Now, you're wondering about this wonderful miracle drug that I've found. It is called Gabapentin. And I'll spell it for you. Gabapentin. What gabapentin does is it interrupts the voltage gates in the electricity in your body. It works with the sodium-potassium pump. That's a really fancy way of saying you have an electric circuit like a wire, right? Think of in my case, it's a neck injury. So think of millions of wires going down my neck into my spine, and they're carrying signals for the nerve. What gabapentin does is it does not send the signal for the pain to reach my head. So essentially, it was really funny because I was in my urologist's office the other day, and I told him how pleased I was with gabapentin because it's taken 95% of my pain away. I have discomfort. I can feel the tendons, muscles, and the ligaments pulling in the back, and then I can feel across my jaw where it used to be, I can feel that tightness there, but no pain. So I said to my neurologist, I love gabapentin, and he said, yes, gabapentin, the seductress. And it was kind of an odd thing for him to say, and in my mind I realized my body is still screaming in agonizing pain, but I don't feel it. I don't feel anything. So gabapentin has pros and cons. The pros are, I can get my life back. I'm more mobile. I can go swimming now. I can go walking now. I can get back to building my own business now. I am happy. My old self is returning, and I have amazing amounts of energy. And I sleep like a rock for 8 hours. Now, keep in mind that I am on 5 different medications for pain. This is a stopgap measure because in a couple of months, I'll be going to the pain center in Surrey, and they will do skin conduction tests where they find out where the nerves are causing issues, and then they will shoot me full of, I think it's cortisone, and then if that offers temporary relief, which most people it does, then they will use radio waves and burn the nerves, and it'll be kind of like what I'm going through now. I just don't feel the pain. The only challenge is those nerves grow back every 2 years, so I have to have the procedure done every 2 years. But I'll tell you what, gabapentin has absolutely changed my life. If you're looking for a drug, for example, you know that it treats nerve pain, but it's also been found to treat fibromyalgia. Let me read something for you. I brought up a website. I like PubMed, and I put in gabapentin. It says, experience with gabapentin for neuropathic pain in the head and neck. Here we go. Abstract. Background and objectives. Gabapentin is an oral anti-epileptic agent with an unknown mechanism of action. Okay, they don't know exactly how it works. They know it works, but recent case reports have suggested that gabapentin may be effective in the treatment of a variety of neuropathic pain states. This report presents baseline and follow-up data on 10 patients who were treated with gabapentin when other pharmacological interventions failed to relieve their neuropathic pain. As I say, I was on fentanyl, and it was taking care of the pain, but it wasn't addressing it on the level that I needed to have it addressed. This is nerve pain, and nerve pain is extremely difficult to treat. So it goes on. It says, 8 of the 10 patients had no neuropathic pain on follow-up. That's 80%, a very, very high majority. Whereas the remaining 2 patients reported only partial relief at follow-up. None of the patients complained of side effects. Gabapentin was effective in alleviating steady burning pain as well as lancinating pain and allodynia. Conclusions. The results suggest that gabapentin may be effective in the management of some cases of neuropathic pain in the head and neck. However, controlled double-blind longitudinal studies are needed to evaluate the possibility. Here's one of the cons of gabapentin. Because you can't feel the pain in your body anymore, you may tend to overexercise or lift something. I still shouldn't lift anything over 10 pounds with my neck being the way it is. I've got severe stenosis, I've got myofascia, I've got degenerative disc disease, and something else as well that I forget right now. But from, the neck is just a war zone. It's just a mess. Another thing that I've noticed with gabapentin is you put on weight really quickly. So yeah, I have to watch that. I think it also forgets to send a signal if you're hungry or if you're full. And I keep overeating. So I have embarked on a program for the last 7 days where I've been juicing. And I've found that juicing really helps control the weight. I juice beets with celery and apple and ginger and carrots twice a day. And then I have very, very small meals. So that helps me control my weight. So be careful with the weight gain. But if you are suffering from nerve pain, ask your doctor if you can try gabapentin. It has completely changed my personality. I've got my old self back and I feel good. And it's just an incredible drug. Now, my son was on gabapentin for 2 years. He blew out 2 of his discs. And he had to go off it because it became ineffectual. But he has a very physical job. He's out there doing physical stuff still with 2 blown-out discs. But if you want to go to your doctor, ask them if they can put you on gabapentin and try it. I think the results will surprise you. Hey, I'll throw anything I can out there for sufferers of chronic pain. Is this a permanent solution? No. This should be used, in my opinion, with going to the pain clinic and seeing what they can do through modern medicine. They can do lasers. I know that Spinal Institute can do wonderful things as well, but they're in the United States and we're here in Canada. But you know what? Modern medicine is coming up with some great alternatives for nerve pain all of the time. So try it out. My name is Rick Holland. If you'd like to comment on our show, please feel free to send us an email at healthytechtalk@gmail.com. Thanks so much for listening, folks. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Take care.